Coming up next, this classic sci-fi movie from 1964 was a box office bomb when it first debuted. Up against blockbuster movies like Goldfinger, Mary Poppins, and My Fair Lady, this classic H.G. Wells story was overshadowed by its heavyweight competition. With behind-the-scenes fighting between the director and the legendary special effects man, it's incredible that the story comes across as entertaining as it does. So let's take a look at Victorian explorers, a quirky inventor, and a steampunk spaceship taking an adventure to meet bug-eyed aliens on the lunar surface. It's a forgotten sci-fi gem that mixes imaginative storytelling with vintage special effects and a dash of British eccentricity. Fantasy, sci-fi, horror, rerun zone.
What I'm experimenting with is a sort of coating, or rather a metallic paste, which will, in point of fact, cut off the force of gravity.
Hey guys, Rich from Rerun Zone here, digging deep into the classic movies and TV of the past. I love unearthing these vintage gems, and if you love the classics too, you're going to love it here at Rerun Zone, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Today, we're stepping back in time all the way back to 1964, and delving into the movie First Men in the Moon, a sci-fi adventure combining Victorian steampunk, H.G. Wells' imagination, and the extraordinary magic of special effects maestro Ray Harryhausen. This film proves that when it comes to exploring the moon, all you really need is a bit of anti-gravity paint and a quirky inventor. The story kicks off in the 1960s when a United Nations team lands on the moon, but finds a Union Jack flag and a note claiming the moon for Queen Victoria. The discovery brings them to an old age home where Arnold Bedford, played by Edward Judd, recounts his adventures through flashbacks with the eccentric inventor Joseph Cavor, delightfully portrayed by Lionel Jeffries.
But nothing up to now will cut off the force of gravity.
Oh, gravity, yes, of course, the pull of the Earth, what holds us on the ground.
Yes, that's right, that's right.
Cavor has concocted a substance called cavorite, which when painted on any surface, allows the object to defy gravity, thus allowing them to travel to the moon. Along for the ride is Bedford's fiancée Kate, played by Martha Hyer, who brings a bit of sass and an elephant gun to the lunar party.
Get away from there! I said stay away or I'll shoot!
Once on the moon, they encounter the Selenites, insectoid creatures living beneath the surface. The Selenites are brought to life by the legendary special effects magic of Ray Harryhausen, combining stop-motion animation with dressing street kids in alien suits to portray the hordes of worker Selenites, which would have made stop-motion animation impractical.
Let me out of here!
Harryhausen avoided using real people normally. He preferred his stop-motion technique, but in the interest of time and budget, it proved to be more practical for this movie. The production wasn't without its tensions, however. Edward Judd expressed dissatisfaction with director Nathan Duran's approach, describing him as more of a technician than an actor's director. Judd and co-star Lionel Jeffries felt that Duran's background as an art director overshadowed his ability to guide performances. It should be noted here that Duran won an Oscar in 1942 for his art direction on How Green Was My Valley. Despite this, Jeffries was great as the eccentric inventor Joseph Cavor, earning praise from Harryhausen for his imaginative input and enthusiasm.
Rich beyond any... I mean, just think of it. Think of it, the cartel.
Jeffries even suggested ideas for the effects scenes after reviewing Harryhausen's sketches. A subtle nod to Harryhausen's earlier work appears in the film. The stop-motion skeleton used when Kate is X-rayed by the Selenites is recycled from the 1963 movie Jason and the Argonauts. It also reflects the budget-conscious ingenuity typical of Harryhausen, maximizing resources while maintaining visual impact. The film's Victorian setting and comedic tone sparked differing opinions among its creators. Harryhausen believed the humor undermined its box office potential, as he felt fantasy fans preferred a more serious narrative. Conversely, the producer of the film, Charles Schneer, loved the Victorian backdrop and delicious comedy, favoring it over the more mythologically grounded Jason and the Argonauts.
Never mind the ladder.
What? Oh. Gibbs, you're an idiot.
Screenwriter Nigel Neal, known for his cerebral sci-fi like Quatermass, thought the farce diluted the story's imaginative potential, but he still thought the final product was all right in his opinion. The production also welcomed Frank Wells, H.G. Wells' son, to the set, who expressed enthusiasm for the film's design and animation and its connecting the project to its literary roots. Despite the movie's charm and technical achievements, First Men in the Moon was a box office failure, possibly due to its timing, released during the real-world space race, and a shift in audience taste toward grittier fare.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
It signaled the decline of the golden age of sci-fi and monster films. The whimsical Victorian tone and Ray Harryhausen's stop-motion effects, once a draw, now felt outdated. Competing with blockbusters like Goldfinger, it struggled to find an audience.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
The era of matinee-friendly fantasies was going away, as rising cost and changing taste favored bigger spectacles. It marked the end of a once-thriving genre. In the end, First Men in the Moon is a delightful mix of H.G. Wells' visionary storytelling and Ray Harryhausen's unforgettable special effects. It captures that perfect blend of adventure, whimsy, and classic sci-fi charm. While it may not get as much attention as other sci-fi classics, this film is a hidden gem worth rediscovering. It's a film that may have been forgotten by many, but it's still a great watch for anyone who loves classic sci-fi with a twist of old-world charm. If you enjoyed this trip through sci-fi history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay curious, stay nostalgic, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Rich from Rerun Zone, wishing you a good night.